Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning to Dr. Adli. So today our group will present about the uses of acacia species in pulp production. So we will present for the wood waste subject. Okay, next. Okay, so this is our group members, which is Asfa Haziq. Can you raise your hand? And then Faizi Sufi is not here. Nur Azira, Nur Azira and Ruslan Aziz. And I am Amira Aisha. Okay, Faizi Sufi is not here because he has a problem with line internet. So he cannot join us, but don't worry. He have also give an idea to us and also participate in our slide. So yeah, the first introduction I will pass to the Ruslan. Okay.
Okay, thank you Aisha for introduce us. Okay, let's go to the introduction. Okay, pulp and paper industry is an industry that use wood resource as a main raw material. The pulp industry convert wood or recycled fiber into pulp and primary form of paper. In the 1800 century, there was a shift away from using cotton rag for paper production. So wood is wood for after that wood is become the most important source. The first pulp and paper industry have two method, which is mechanical and chemical have developed to produce pulp from wood. Okay, next. Okay, this is a pulp and paper mills. They have divide to two, which is pulp mills and paper mills. So first, pulp mills separate the fiber of wood or from other material such as rags, waste paper, or straw in order to create pulp. So for which is the primary engaged in manufacturing paper from wood pulp and other fiber pulp, and may also manufacture convert pulp products. Okay, next. Okay, so let me give a little bit characteristic about the species that we choose, which is acacia species. Okay, acacia species is from a family Leguminosae and subfamily Mimosidae. Itu dah, Mimosidae. Okay. Acacia species also native to Australia, Papua New Guinea, and also Indonesia. And in Malaysia, the first of acacia species is introduced in Sabah for year 1967. Okay, next, acacia species convert with a no.
Oh, sorry.
Previous slide. Okay, sorry. Okay, acacia species convert with shafton to protect from any herbivores. Acacia species also grow to the height of 40 feet, and some of it can reach 70 feet. The diameter is around 3 feet, like that. So the acacia is not a larger tree, but is nice lah, like that. It's not too big like a dipterocarp tree. Okay, so acacia species also grow on well-drained soil in dry and sunny habitats. Okay, next. Okay, this is uses of acacia. First, pulp source for pulp and paper industry lah. Okay, sorry. Okay, pellet, veneer, hidden secondary part of furniture, sawdust for fuel, and chip for export. Okay, you can see the picture. This wood chip and also wood sawdust. Before so in pulp and paper industry, before we going to make a pulp, first we make a wood chip first to easier for us to convert the wood to make a pulp, to make a paper, like that. Okay. Next. Okay, this is pros and cons of using of acacia species in production the pulp. Like that lah. So first, for the pros, acacia species is fast growing, so it's like nice for it's mean the source is easy to collect and easy to get because the fast growing. So in maybe in 5 years also we can harvest the source for what is for making a pulp. So next, excellent source of short fiber for paper making. Short and thin wallet fiber, suitable to produce low bulk, high capacity, smooth and sheet. Properties of acacia gem fiber is easy to adapt with tropical humid climate. This plantation can be widely grown in other regions to compete with the tropical hyper fiber source. Okay, for the cons, first, okay, we can see the disease trait, which is heart rot, stem defect due to fungal infection, and also can be controlled through pruning. Next, root rot, which is the greatest threat that affect mortality, and also pilot rot, which is damage the foliage and young stem. Okay, next, I will pass to Aspa Zik. Okay, thank you.
I will continue with the availability of pulp material in Malaysia. As December 2006, Malaysia is a net importer of pulp. We have a total capacity pulp production at over 200,000 tons per year. From the graph, we can see that the pulp consumption is much higher than the production. So Malaysia is heavily dependent on imported fiber to cater half of the country requirements. Most of Malaysia's forest resources are used for product other than pulp. The wood-based sector is dominated by primary processing activities of sawmilling, veneer, and plywood production. Malaysia is among the world's largest exporters of tropical logs, sawn timber, and plywood. The country has developed large manufacturing and furniture industries, particularly using rubber wood and lesser-known species. Around 20% of Malaysia's wood production is used as fuel wood. None of these companies reach the critical level of 500,000 tons per year, which is often seen as the standard for a minimum competitive level. In terms of world competition, in other words, because of the scale economies, it is often more profitable to import the paper than to locally produce it when the capacity of the mill is too small. The only integrated pulp mill of Malaysia, Sabah Forest Industries Sendirian Berhad, continues to produce pulp only for its own consumption. It uses mixed tropical hardwoods and plantation woods to produce printing and writing paper. Sabah Forest Industries Sendirian Berhad holds a 289,000 hectare forest concession, where 130,000 hectares are devoted to replantation. The company also operates in Indonesia. The pulp and paper production is fully integrated, all the produced pulp being used for the paper production. The capacity of production, pulp, 135,000 tons per year, and from this number, 10% of it is acacia. But this data is from 2005, data from 2005, but over time, the acacia percentage is increased from time to time. So right now the percentage for acacia is now a lot higher. For paper, only 165,000 tons per year. Veneer and plywood, 100,000 meter cubic per year. Sawn timber, 100,000 meter cubic per year. The government initiative. There are numbers of projects that are attempt to cater the pulp requirement. The Borneo Pulp and Papers Sdn Bhd planned to produce 865,000 tons per year, but was cancelled due to inadequate forestry concession and unattractive financing means. And these agreements between APP and the Malaysian government. Next, granted forest pulp and paper project under Sabah state government, which had time to operational but ultimately shut down due to management issues. It has been planned that this mill should produce 500,000 tons per year pulp. The production also would use acacia in the project forest plantation. Both of these projects obviously enough to feed domestic pulp consumption based on the graph and still can import to pulp spot markets. In a nutshell, in conclusion, the production pulp for raw material for corrugated paper, for paper or any fiber-based product is not enough to cater domestic requirement even for international. With the priority of the wood supply sources is mostly channeled to other wood-based product and lack of working initiative to overcome the requirement, any fiber-based production must rely on non-virgin pulp sources such as old paper, boxes, and other old fiber-based products. And I would like to emphasize that the raw material to produce pulp in Indonesia is actually more than enough, especially for acacia sources. It's just the problem that our wood sector is on tend to focus on other sector rather than the pulp production. So I will hand in to Aisha to continue the presentation. Aisha, please.
Okay, so I will continue the presentation, which is about the export value of pulp of wood or of other fibrous cellulose. Okay, so from here, from the table here, you can see that there is the value of export and import in US dollar from the year of 2014 until 2019. Okay, so below of the table, I have give the graph, which is for the imports and exports, so we can see like clearly. Okay, so I will like touch about the 2018 and 2019. Okay, we can see from here 2018 and 2019 of import and export have increased. Okay, for import it is increased like 86%, and then for export is 1.65,000%. Okay, so like what Aspa have said before, pulp industry is not like they not focus on our pulp industry. So it may be the cause of the export decline. Okay. Other than that, I have found that from a Vietnam article, they use acacia hybrid for pulp, and then they wait. Okay, the first acacia hybrid is actually recognized in Malaysia, which is in 1972. And then this acacia hybrid it is a fast growing species. Acacia is fast growing species, so it is hybrid, so it's fast growing, and then it can increase the strength and it can be utilized in many ways. So acacia hybrid, in several studies that I have read, we can see that the growth of the height increase like double from the usual acacia mengium. So it double the height and also the diameter. And then okay, so from that we can see that it meet requirement for users in a pulp paper industry to handle furniture and pellets and several and others. Okay, and then we can see that the potential of the fiber production after they using acacia hybrid, it produced higher pulp yield and had a better paper strength than pure parent than acacia mengium, and the pure parent, like one more is acacia auricoliformis. And then they also have thinner cell walls, a smaller proportion of raised cells, and they have higher density than acacia mengium. Okay, after that, in this article, they want to improve the productivity and also the quality of the character of the fiber. So they use the cutting and tissue culture breeding technologies, where they like combine the DNA, the chromosome, they change the chromosome, and then it like polyploid, it changed to diploid, tetraploid, because other research they said that craft pulp for tetraploid 8-year-old clone have a higher bulk and porosity and tear strength. So it is better. So they want to find the way to sustain their wood resource for pulp industries. Okay. So you can see that in acacia hybrid in Malaysia is actually in Peninsula, there is no more because it's not tak berjaya to tak berjaya untuk digunakan clone tu. So it still have in Sabah, I think. It still have in Sabah and Sarawak, I think. Okay. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Okay, this is the country, the main import countries and export countries, which is the import. We import from Indonesia, Brazil, and USA, and we also export to China, Australia, and India. So yeah, now I pass to you, Azira.
Okay, I will continue. Okay, so moving to how improving the acacia. So first, cultivation of seed collected through acacia tree that have grown healthy and free from disease. So to improve the quality, we can set up a plantation for placing acacia tree to form through genetic testing and care for, so that the tree free or less from disease in the future. The logical method that can be applied for improvement is to balance the needs of today's product. I mean, to open a space or use some of the existing land, such as rubber or oil palm tree, to be converted into acacia tree to produce pulp and to produce pulp. Research and development also should be carried out more critically to help improve the quality of the acacia wood without relying on the high cost chemical. Second, acacia have the potential to rehabilitate degraded land. If we can plant the acacia to restore soil biodiversity and the conservation value of the degraded ecosystem, it has the potential to restore nutrient cycle element in the degraded ecosystem in this area. Third, acacia tree extract has as a perfume for commercial use. So from the pros and cons that Ruslan mentioned before, there is so much problem to fix and cost we need to give the best product for acacia, such as nature pulp or other raw material from acacia. So to continue trading this acacia to market without changing the species to others, why not we make acacia extract as a perfume for commercial use like gaharu. So that's all. So our opinion to improving acacia. Thank you.
Okay, that's all.
From us.
That's all from us. Thank you and nice. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Stay safe.
Thank you for watching.
Get the information that we mentioned about that and understand of our presentation and stay safe, stay at my heart. Sorry. Stay safe and stay home like that. Okay. Thank you.